Well, holidays are full of stress, and we should really try to let go of the things that drive us bananas. However, there's something going on right now, people, that needs to be addressed and brought to the attention of Americans everywhere, and it might just be driving you nuts. We can no longer ignore this parking lot practice. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you partake in it. It's the parking lot peeve carried out by people we like to call the backerinners. The hustle and bustle is part of the holiday season. The decorations, the gifts, the music, shopping at the mall. And it's not so much what happens in the mall that matters. He's a fake! It's what happens outside. We're here at the Burlington Mall, one of the top shopping destinations in all of the Commonwealth. And in this parking lot, and in parking lots at malls and shopping plazas all across the state, and all across the country for that matter, you're going to find a very disturbing trend, at least in terms of my opinion. And that trend is this: a scourge on society indeed. They're the dreaded backerinners. Backerinner, defined by the Levanchi American Dictionary, first edition, as, quote, a driver who breaks with tradition and wantonly backs into a parking spot. What do you think of the backerinners?
They take too much time.
Thank you very much. Since the Model T first came off the assembly line, the automobile was designed to go forward and park nose first, if you will. A quick view of the Burlington Mall parking lot shows most still follow the nose first parking tradition, the proper way to park.
Personally, for me, it just takes up less time, and I'm not stopping other cars from parking.
And that's the issue. Backerinners slow things down for everyone. First, they drive by the open spot. Then all of a sudden they throw it in reverse, startling the drivers behind them. Then the backup begins in more ways than one. It usually takes a few attempts to get it just right and back into that spot, leaving a backup of cars in waiting. With the advancements in backup camera technology, the backerinners have an overabundance of confidence in their parking skills. Go ahead, backerinners. Explain yourselves.
I guess it's just easier to pull out.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's busy. I mean, it's not right now, but if it was, then you can just pull out easier than having it back out.
Are you a lifelong backerinner?
I'd say so, yep.
And good luck getting backerinners to reverse their thinking. And you encourage others to back into their parking spots as well?
I do, just because it's easier to see.
And who's this on the phone?
My sister, Jalissa.
Jalissa, are you a backerinner too?
Yeah.
It's a family thing. While backerinners tout the easier exit, they fail to recognize the inconvenience it can cause to others, and how impractical it is to access the trunk to stow your packages. Instead of having all kinds of room when you go in nose first, backerinners can get mighty cramped. You really don't have as much room to maneuver as if the trunk was out this way.
I mean, maybe, but I usually just throw stuff in my backseat anyways, so.
That solves that problem.
Yep.
On a side note, we witnessed several drivers showing some impressive parking lot savvy. Do you know what parking maneuver you just accomplished there?
The drive-through.
The drive-through, that's right. That's when you have a spot in front of you and you come right through. While we still think pulling in nose first is the way to go, it is obvious that, well, some people still aren't very good at it. So this holiday season, when you're parking, keep your eyes out for the backerinners, flouting the norms of society, doing their own thing without any formal training. When you first got your license, they said, this is how you park, we're going to back in.
I don't think that's how they taught me, but I guess I just taught myself.
You know, you're going to have to back up at some point. Why not just back up like the rest of society does when you're coming out of the lot?
Then I don't have to worry about hitting anybody.
Yeah.
These backerinners, we got to do something about these people, don't you think?
I know, it's crazy. I'm always trying to get to a spot, and everyone wants to back up.
Thanks to Andy Devine for all of his assistance on that as well. And by the way, just based on our discussions here in the newsroom, there's no gray area. The backerinners are in one camp, regular parkers are in another. No common ground. So who are the backerinners here? Show yourselves, people.
Right here.
Love it.
Sherry and I always park right across from each other.
Oh,
I
come
think
on.
it's situational, I'll say.
Okay,
Situational.
possible.
And then also, I told you the other day, but I will only allow the backerinners if you put the signal on before you pass the
I don't
parking
do it
spot.
when someone's waiting.
Yeah, there's too much pressure.
do
Nose
it when
in
I'm
all
by
the time.
myself.
So if you're in a busy mall, are you still doing the backerinners?
I'm always
Oh
doing
my
it.
God.
There's never a time I'm not doing it. I just have
Wait,
to. It's
common ground though, pulling through. We
Yes,
all like
Pull
always.
through is
the
great.
pull through.
Everybody
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
pull through
There
crew,
you
you're
go.
all right. Yeah, if you have that. But sometimes when you pull through, people will be walking by the anti-backerinners, which I think I am, and you see the car and you say, well, that's a backerinner, but then again, it may have been a pull-througher, so you have to be careful while criticizing somebody
Okay.
in that situation.
You know, ever since you brought up this topic, I am noticing it like crazy. I was at Whole Foods and this guy started to back up. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, the animation we had, there's exactly what happened to me when I was parked going into the mall. The guy goes by the spot. I'm like, oh, all right. And then he puts on the brakes and
That's the
backs up
worst.
so he can do the backerinner thing. And I'm like, man, you're killing me.
See, but my concern is when you're pulling in and you're nosing in, you may get too tight next to the. I'm so used to backing in now that I.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen more people, the nose in people can do it in one fell swoop most of the time.
See, I feel
the
like I'm not one of
backerinners
those.
are almost
You have to adjust
universally
when you back in.
multiple, 8-point turn to get in there.
Well, we are fast on the exit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sheer and I, the moment we leave, we are.
Are you work for the fire department, the police department? Are you going to an emergency
I'm an
somewhere?
introvert. When it's time to
Yep.
go, it's like
We're
you
gonna
gotta
go.
go. You either take the time at the beginning or the end, right? You either take more time to back in or.
And at 3 a.m. when we're pulling in,
hot
it is
topic.
And again, the
great
trunk-
to back in, no
The trunk
problem.
thing is real because you're wedged in between other cars if you're a backerinner.
Back seat.
Back seat,
No,
always.
not at the
Yep.
supermarket though. All the supermarket groceries can't put that in the back seat.
You can get them in the back seat.
Well, I guess depends on what you're
Well,
buying.
we've learned something about our colleagues today.
We've been
Sorry,
talking
not
about
sorry.
this for a week, honestly. I mean, now you can talk about it with your family, figure it out. It is an interesting topic.
It's a
Gene,
good
so.
table
I
topic.
think we're all
It is.
still friends.
Yeah, we're all
Of
friends.
course. Of course. We're not going to let backerinners, we love them, but we just question them, that's all. We're like, why?
That's fine.
No big
Yeah,
deal.
it seems unnecessary.
It's like a side dish. Why do you like sweet potatoes
I
and
don't
someone
like
else
sweet
doesn't?
potatoes.
This one doesn't like
That's
sweet
concerning,
potato.
but it's
I'm
fine.
making them anyway.